Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to market your septic business and get high quality septic leads. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. Awesome. So the first one I want to share with you is your septic company's website. It is a reflection of your business, so make sure it is a good one. And for instance, when they go on to the website, you want to have that built to convert. And what I mean by that is have a phone number, big, bold, top right corner. Don't make them click onto a contact us page to find the phone number. A contact form above the fold. By above the fold, I mean you don't want them having to scroll down for the contact form. Have it above the fold. Reviews, those are very important. Have those above the fold. Again, you don't want them scrolling down to look for that. The worst thing you want is for them to click onto the site and then have to click away to do research, because by that time your competitor's already stolen them, right? So they're going to find you in different areas. It might be through Facebook, through a business directory listing, some other source. What we found is that the high value buyers, wherever they find you, they do end up clicking through to that website just to do a quick check and make sure that you're up to snuff, right? So you don't want them clicking away. Once they're on the site, give them all the information they need in that top portion of your website. Same thing on mobile. And to help you out with this, I do have a free guide. You can go to excavationmarketingpros.com and grab that for free, and it will give you some nice, easy, practical tips that within minutes you can either do these yourself or hand them off to a web developer, and just make sure you have the core points there, and in this way your site will be set up to convert very well. Now let's move on to number 2, yard signs and bandit signs. A lot of people think these have gone out of style. They're proven to work. So if you're doing a leach field job or a septic install, how hard is it to just drop that in the yard? It's a couple weeks of advertisement before it'll finally get taken out, right? The other thing that you can do is drop these around town in high traffic areas, upscale areas for your septic pumping services. You might be doing grease traps, things like that, cleaning. And so you can pick up some jobs, no doubt, by just dropping some bandit signs there, yard signs in these areas. And then worst case scenario, because I know counties have different regulations on this, usually they're just going to pull it out after a certain amount of time, right? Worst case scenario, you may get a phone call saying, hey, we don't want you doing that. But they're usually pretty relaxed about it, and it's a great way to drum up business. Next one, number 3, get targeted septic clients with Google Ads. Now, the key here is to target your high return on investment services. So you can target septic tank installs, you can target leach fields, these types of keywords specifically. And this way, you have a very good chance, the odds are in your favor of getting a high return on investment if you're selling, $15,000, $20,000 septic tank install, something like that. So you can target your areas specifically. One thing that I'll note on this is a lot of times when it's set up with the Google Ads, they have the AdWords Express and then they have the advanced AdWords editor. The AdWords editor is going to have a lot more features. There is a bit of a learning curve, but there is an advantage to that, is you can really dial in the targeting much better than that AdWords Express. So it would be worth it to look into that and then make sure that you have your targeting on point, your remarketing on point, and so on. Let's keep going. Number 4, the importance of social marketing for your septic business. So this is free traffic. You can post jobs in your service area, talk about community involvement, things that you're doing. People want to do business with a good company that's morally responsible and so on. So if you're supporting even something as simple as Little League in the community, right? post about it on social media, post it on your website. And not only does it help with bringing in good clients, it boosts employee morale as well because they want to work for a good company. So just a couple tips on social marketing. And the other thing is you don't need to be posting these yourself every day or having a receptionist do it every day or your office manager. There's tools to automate this that require no coding expertise or anything like that. And if you want to learn more about that, we have a free mastermind group where we talk about this stuff. If you go to excavationmarketingpros.com/quick links, you will see a link to our mastermind group on Facebook where you can learn a lot of free tips. We drop a lot of value in there, and you'll get good advice from your peers in the industry. So it's like a mastermind group for excavation and septic businesses. So hopefully you find that helpful. All right. So let's keep it going, shall we? We'll move on to number 5. Reputation management for your septic company. The 5-star reviews matter. They did a major study on this through Yale that what they found, it was Harvard or Yale, I don't recall off the top of my head, but 70% of people doing Google searches for local businesses pay attention to those reviews. And those that look at the reviews, 90% of them made their hiring decision based off the company's reputation. So get a proactive system in place to get those reviews on every single job. And the best approach, it's good to do it in person on each and every job, have a tech out there, asking for the review, but then you can automate it too. And there's tools that do this for you to make sure you cover all your bases, to get the review by email, by text message. Some of the popular ones on the market are Bird Eye, Review Buzz. Look into those. Number 6, lead and call tracking for your septic business. So the whole point of this is knowing your numbers. I talk to a lot of septic business owners and excavation companies selling septic services. And if I were to ask them, how many leads do you have coming in right now? Typically, they don't know. How many of those leads are coming in from Google? How many are coming in from Facebook? How many are coming in from YouTube or TikTok? Usually the overwhelming answer is, I don't know, or they'll make a guesstimate. And I would say, well, how are you tracking that? And they would say, well, my girl at the front desk asks. So there's a better way, a more efficient way to do that. And that is you can have lead form tracking and call tracking to make sure that a human is not asking these things, that you can know without a shadow of a doubt exactly where your lead is coming from. You can keep it in a CRM. We have our own proprietary CRM we built for this, but there are other CRMs on the market. My point being is what gets tracked, gets measured, what gets measured, gets improved, and then you can double down on what's working, right? So you can learn about that, by the way, in the mastermind group that we have at the quick link. So if you want to check that out, excavationmarketingpros.com/quick links. All right. So let's keep it going. Email marketing. So for this, your septic services, you can reach out to home builders, restaurants, realtors, and this is great for your different services like septic installs, grease trap cleaning, used cooking oil sales. So let me give you an example of how this would work. Let's say that your septic business is doing grease trap cleanings and selling used cooking oil. Great way to bring in recurring revenue, right? So you can get a list of restaurants in your local area and the counties you serve, okay? You can buy these lists. You can hire a scraper to scrape these lists. My point is you can get the list, a definitive list of all the restaurants in your area and the emails. Now, what do you message to them? How do you create that relationship? Well, what you can do is I like to go with a subject, quick question, and then always start off with a compliment, state some authority of something you've accomplished. How you can help would be the call to action, okay? And then an email signature. So let's do one real quick. So quick question, that's what they see in the email subject. And then a compliment. Could be something like, we'll do this one for a restaurant. I drive by and I absolutely love your food and your restaurant and the atmosphere. I like what you're doing with XYZ cuisine, okay? We help restaurants by cleaning their grease traps and lower their cost on cooking oil through our used cooking oil service. I would love to help you out in this way. And maybe you can even name some of their local competitors, okay? And so what I'd like to do is set up a quick 10-minute call with you to show you how I can lower your cost on cooking oil and help you with cleaning your grease traps. And then just give them a couple of times. I have some time tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. or Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Would one of these times work for you? Sincerely, Bob Septic. That's it. Okay. And it's really just a numbers game that if you put in the work and you send those out, you will get people raising their hands saying, sure, call me. How does it work? I'm interested. Tell me more. What's your prices? There you go. That's your foot in the door. You made the introduction. Now you can follow up by phone or just drop by and see them face to face. Okay. So that's it. And by the way, you can automate this stuff. Right? There's plenty of cheap automation software for email, constant contact, and so on, where you can put together these campaigns. You got your list. That's it. Okay? Let's keep it going. Number 8, brand yourself for your ideal client avatar. There's that age-old expression, like attracts like. So are you going after more commercial business? Do you want to work with more restaurants? Your website should be set up to show that. Or maybe you want to target high-end clientele, homeowners doing with homes of $500,000 plus. When they go to that site, is that what they see? Do they see a reflection of themselves? So I have, if you join our mastermind group by going to excavationpros.com/quick links, in our mastermind group, we have a client avatar sheet that asks you the questions about your clients so you can clearly map out in your own mind, okay, this is who I'm targeting. I'm targeting homeowners 35 to 50 years old, typically female, sometimes male. It goes down the list, and then you can make sure your branding, your site reflects your ideal client, if that makes sense. Number 9, networking for septic contractors. So an example of this would be SWAT or NAWT. They are your peers. And so you can go there, whatever it is you're struggling with right now, they've already been through it. There's someone who's already been through it and can help you with that situation. So that's why these are important, is because your circle of friends in many cases can help decide your fate. So get in the right circle. And these associations are a good example of that. And if you want a free mastermind group, again, you can go to excavationmarketingpros.com/quick links. And there is a link in there for the mastermind. Number 10, video marketing for septic contractors. So why would you want to do this? This builds trust, you guys. It builds rapport, and it shows your expertise. Not to mention, YouTube is the second most searched website on the planet other than Google search. And so what happens is when people are making very high value decisions, say for a leach field or a septic tank installation, or even a pumping job, they are going onto YouTube and seeing what that's all about. They're trying to find out, you know, am I hiring the right company for this? Do they know what they're doing? If you have videos of you doing a septic tank installation, describing the process, showing your expertise, that's going to add a lot of rapport before they even get on the phone with you. So it can help pre-qualify and sell your customers before they ever get on a call with you. So that's the benefit. And of course, the traffic is the benefit. So I'm not going to go too far in the weeds on this, but let me just show you how this would work. That Google, especially when you're running ads, they have what's called an in-market audience. So if someone is looking for septic companies near me and you have a Google ad that pops up, they may click on that ad. You may not get that lead at that moment because they're still shopping around, but Google has already tagged them with that cookie. So if you're running remarketing, now they go on YouTube and they're searching for what they need, a septic tank install, how does septic installations work, and so on. Your ad will appear there. That's a great place to put a video and draw them in, showing your expertise. Now, a lot of people think, well, gee, Scott, I don't have this fancy camera equipment. You don't need it. You can do a very good job with a simple iPhone or Android phone and just document the process. And you can just send out one of your techs or yourself, go onto the job site and say, hey, we're doing a septic installation. Just talk about it. That's all you got to do. Upload it to YouTube, done. Okay. So there you go. There is 10 tips on how to market your septic business. And hopefully you found this little video helpful. Again, if you need some help, I've got a free guide at excavationmarketingpros.com, or go to excavationmarketingpros.com/quick links. And we've got free resources on that page for you, including the mastermind group. And that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.